aka Mama Bear. Whoop whoop. Who's in the house? Who? I should say who's in the den. Who's in the den, y'all? Give me a woo! Better than that, hopefully. Excellent. You can hear and see. Rock on, little C, big C. Excellent. All right. So, thank you all so much for being here. We are on day 3 of our fundraiser to help the animals that have been affected by this just crazy weather nonsense. Gosh, y'all, it's just craziness. And I have to tell you, I've lived in Florida for many, many years, lived in California for a lot of years, and tornadoes, give me an earthquake or a hurricane any day, but tornadoes, nope, not for me at all. So here's what I want to tell y'all. Thank y'all so much. I love it. I think I'm not sure. Yes, I saw Teapot. She can't be here tomorrow, but Teapot's here today. Thank you so much to my dear friend and crazy good moderator. Don't you guys try to steal her. And she's mine, all mine. And so thank you so much. She keeps us all straight. I'm not sure if Tanya's going to be on today, maybe. And then Amy is here with me, furiously packing. Listen, y'all, for those of you that supported the most recent Kickstarter for the book, all your swag will be out by tomorrow. I promised it to you before Christmas, and the shipping on those was something I could control. Whoop, whoop. Okay, cool. I know, right, Angela? Welcome, welcome. And yes, for real, girl. Okay, so all of that being said, I am going to get started here. So in any event, welcome. Hey, Tyrion, I owe you a reading from yesterday. I'm so glad to see you here. We'll start off with Tyrion. Give me a chance to open up Facebook and look at that list from yesterday. I think there were just a couple of people that couldn't get with us yesterday, or that I couldn't get to yesterday, but I'm fitting to get with you today. And do I have any Native American connections? Yes, in my spirit, in my soul. But I mean, those kind of connections, is that what you mean? So, I mean, and I grew up in Ocala, Florida. I mean, my whole life was everything Native American growing up because Ocala, Florida. Well, anywhere in Florida, but in particular, Ocala. So, in any event, Facebook, come on now. Open Facebook. Be a good boy. Okay. Oh, yeah. Totally in my spirit, in my soul. I am, to the best of my knowledge, in this lifetime, I have no DNA that's attached to the Native American culture, but I've also not done a DNA, I'm not trying to give up my information like that, so I haven't done one of those DNA things, not for lack of wanting, because I totally want to, I just haven't. So, all right, so for you all, so for those of you just joining, welcome. For the last year and a half that I've been really on YouTube, all of my live readings have been free, and 50% of the proceeds from my channel go to support, if you don't know me, I'm a philanthropist for animal causes that are very specific to rescuing animals and ending the suffering of animals, and we are eradicating animal cruelty. And as far as I'm concerned, I understand that the weather is nature, but I'm not a big fan of nature when she wants to be. I'm not a big fan of nature when she wants to be like that. Oh, Courtney, you're close to Ocala. All right, high five. So, today and through the rest of the week for these lives, you're welcome for a 5-minute reading, and the donation is $10, and 100% of the proceeds of these readings this week, 100%, I'm not even backing out my credit card processing fees or what YouTube takes out. Whatever we raise is exactly what I'm giving. And so far, you guys have raised $465 for the animal charities, which I'm still researching. And I really appreciate the suggestions. But again, I need suggestions of charities that have made it known that they are boots on the ground in the areas affected, and that they are rescuing wildlife, farm animals, and or pets. And that's all I will donate to. I'm not doing any big box stuff like Humane Society or any of that kind of stuff. I'm not interested in funding an administration. I'm interested in funding people who otherwise who don't get millions and millions of dollars and really are the ones up at 4 o'clock in the morning making sure to feed the babies and give the antibiotics and all that kind of stuff. That's not the Humane Society. So not that there's anything wrong with them. I do donate to them, but this is a very different story. So, all right. So anyway, Tyrion, you bring up a good point. Actually, it was something I was going to talk about at some point today. So let me just address this. So I get asked a lot. I get asked that same question. Are you Native American? And I know why people ask, but I'm Mama Bear. So I use my Mama Bear voice, and I'm like, why do you ask? And they always say, well, because you're really into shamanism and spirit animals. And I'm like, okay, but why couldn't I be Serbian, or why couldn't I be Japanese, or what? Well, they have nothing to do with spirit animals, people will say. And I'm like, what? What? And I'm like, listen, the animism, way back when, the cavemen were running around, and I don't mean men I've dated in this, in this lifetime. I mean for real cavemen. Animals were the first gods that they knew, that they recognized as God. So, really, and in every single culture, they have their version of a spirit or a totem or a power animal. But in the United States, we don't necessarily know that, and we really attribute spirit, totem, power animals only to the Native American culture. Not true. They're everywhere. Animal spirit guides are not just, there's no trademark on them. The animal guides are there to help every human and other animals all around this globe, and probably in other dimensions. So all of that being said, let me also say this. My other favorite thing, when people are all like, well, this race of person just is trying to be this race of person, or if you're white and you're adopting clothes that are, or music, or whatever that's most attributable to another culture, or another culture is trying to be more this, or people are blah blah blah. But why do people believe in past lives? Now, some people do and some people don't. But for me personally, what I teach is that our past lives mean something. We carry in DNA imprinting into these lives. We carry in our parents and our ancestors, we carry that imprinting in our real literal DNA, like up in this cuerpo, right? Spanish for body. And so why would you not be drawn to something like that? And what if you just are simply remembering a past life spent as whatever? So there are a lot of reasons that people are drawn to the certain cultures and the music and the this and the that and the colors and you get it. So I unless somebody is just blatantly trying to benefit from, anybody else, and let's be honest here, okay, sometimes there's a new way to invent a widget, but some spiritual practices teach that everything that's ever been going to be thought of has already been thought of and already created. It just comes in a different form. So anyway, that's getting down the metaphysical rabbit hole, but I think so too, Angela. But anyway, Angel Heart, girl, you're good for it. I'll spot you. I'll spot you $10, Angel Heart. Because I know where you live. I'm coming after you if you don't give me that $10, girl. I got you. Okay. So, all of that being said, I thank you again for, yeah, Amber. There you go. There you have it. So, okay. So, Tyrion, I owe you a reading. Let me get started. Again, many, many thanks for you all that are coming out and supporting the animals. And I am going to have, that worked really well yesterday. Hey, Marcia, thank you so, so much. Marcia, don't I owe you another reading anyway? I know. Angel Heart. I got to use that timer, y'all, because, and here, just so you know, man, my mama bear energy is out in force. I got my bear earrings talking to me. They're whispering in my ear. I got the matching ring, and I've got the matching bracelet, which, by the way, there's a Canadian peoples that they're not making them. I've got to believe they're getting them from a manufacturer, but they're on Etsy, and I love their stuff, and so I'm supporting all the animals, y'all. So that being said, and then on the back of my shirt, I've worn this shirt, can y'all see it? It reads, Find Your Mountain. And that's what I am really, 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 I'm really, really, really hoping, you should see Amy look at me. She went, what? What? I'm not hoping. I'm choosing that all of the animals affected by the tornado are finding their mountain, and finding your mountain means where you feel comfortable and you're safe and you're loved and everything's okay. So I'm all up in the bear energy. All right, Tyrion, here we go. And I'm going to use the buzzer, the timer, y'all. I can find it. I just put everything in folders and now I can't find anything on my phone. All right, here we go. All right, Tyrion, give me a second. I want to take a deep breath. Let me go, as I call it, going under. And I'm in your energy. Okay, Tyrion, you are first. Everybody's first in my heart. That's why this area is so big. I've got a lot of heart for a lot of people. That's what I like to describe it as anyway. All right, Tyrion, so first things first, as I step into your energy. Oh, and by the way, hey y'all, listen up here. Holy cow, Jacqueline, thank you so much. Wow, thank you that is very generous. Thank you so much. Don't I have a... So I don't sell people out, right? Like I don't tell secrets, but thank you very much, Jacqueline. You have been very generous this week, and I'll leave it at that. Oh, good. Okay, Elisa, I'll get to you also. Let me write a quick list. So, hold on. Let me write myself a quick list. So, Tyrion, then Marsha, then Angel Heart, then Jacqueline, and then Elisa. All right, you guys stay with me. Those are the first ones I'm getting to. And then I'll look on that list for anyone. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you guys all so much for your generosity. And so also, if you paid for a reading but I haven't gotten to you yet, and you're on the live today, help a mama bear out, and just tell me, and I will get to you. All right, so Tyrion, as I step into your energy, let me just say this. Like I mean, I don't know. Okay, crazy, because here we are again, just so you know. No joke. I sat here last night and I put all these cards where they all face the same. They're not facing the same again. And this is, Mermaid is not your card. But, Tyrion, this is your spirit animal and your card for the day, which is crazy because, y'all, I shuffle my deck. You watch me shuffle the deck. She came out, Jellyfish has come out like 4 or 5 times just in the last 4 or 5 days. And the Queen of Cups. So what I was going to say, Tyrion, is I don't know you personally, but I feel like I've got, I know you have a lot going on emotionally. I just feel like since the last time I stepped into your energy, everything has started to accelerate. Things are happening very fast, and you're just like, ugh. I mean, they're just like, wee, and I just see like, Lacey, yes, I'll put you next on my list. Thank you, little C, big C, and I'll get you right after Lacey. I don't know what that means about... So, Lacey, after I donated yesterday, I read that to get a reading for donations, it has to be $10. Okay, yeah, Lacey, I don't know what you donated yesterday, but this is not for me. 100% goes to the animals, so if you will please donate the rest, that'll be awesome. Lacey, you're on my list, and then little C, big C. For those of you that are asking, normally my readings are free, but this week and this week only, because we don't want any more tragedies to happen. I'm not reading for anybody unless they give a $10 donation. It is 5 minutes for $10, and yes, you are. I'll put you on the list. Little C, big C. Okay, so Tyrion, I'm going to jump back into your energy. So all of that being said, I just feel like things are moving so fast. And when I look at Jellyfish, when I talk with her, she is in go mode. Her light doesn't look, it's bright, but it's a white light, like a flashlight, right? It's not that real beautiful luminescent, not that it's not beautiful and it's not luminescent, but it's the kind of light where you turn on a light, you're like, I've got to see everything, I've got to be able to see this. And it's a work light, like that kind of thing. And all of her little tentacles, hi Eve, thank you so much. Hey Lisa, all of her little tentacles are everywhere, like not trying to keep up with everything, but doing a pretty good job of keeping up with everything. But nothing is cohesive. There's just a lot of reaching out of different parts. Tira, does this make sense to you? I'm asking for more clarification on that. It's just that, again, I know you have a lot going on emotionally, but this is like, so for instance, let me give you for instance. I'm very honored and I'm very excited to be appearing at the Conscious Life Expo in LA in February 4th through 7th. Come see me. And I thank you, Lacey. And there are so many moving parts to this. It's insanity. But I have a goal. I know that all of these little pieces, parts, are like Jenga or a puzzle, and they're all adding up to one thing. Tyrion, I feel like you've got a lot going on, but it's not cohesive. That might be frustrating for you at the moment, but it's okay, because you never know in the next, and I keep hearing 6 months, 6 months, 6 months. So it's like all of these disparate things. Some of them you're looking at and you're like, what? But then, like, example, you're going to build a shed and you had an extra piece of metal left over or whatever, and you thought, dang it, I could have saved myself $20 or whatever, and you toss it in the shed and you get to something 6 months from now and went, I've got that piece of this in the shed. And there you go. So all of that said, that's what's happening. So at the moment, as long as it doesn't, submerge you and put you under where you can't breathe. I forgot to put your timer on. What a dork, Bernadette. I'm such a dork. Holy cow. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, guys. And I really appreciate everybody donating, because it all 100% goes to the animal charities that are helping the tornado victim animals. And I'm still looking for those charities, but I will have them cemented by Friday, so you guys know what's happening. And so I do too. So all of that said, just keep it all, as long as you don't go under and everything just doesn't pile on top of you like it did on Cersei Lannister at the end of Game of Thrones, and all you saw was this hand and this, part of her arm sticking out with a glass of wine, which was too good for her ending. Let me just say that was generous to her demise. But anyway, and Jaime Lannister is stupid, but I'm gonna get back on the trail. So here's the story. The other thing is, Jellyfish and Queen of Cups, it is about letting your light shine, and it is about great emotion and great compassion. And that's great. But never forget, oh, interesting you mentioned that, Tyrion. Oh my gosh. And so Twitch is working today too. Hey, Mimi Blue, you're on Twitch. Thank you for joining me. What you can't see, and thank you for joining me. What you can't see is there are a ton of other people on the Twitch feed. And they are, gosh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much. They're on the Twitch and YouTube. YouTube and Facebook, they're coming in. I can do a reading for you. Normally my readings are free, but for this week, I'm only doing readings 5 minutes for $10, because I'm raising money to benefit the animals that were hit by the tornadoes here in America. I don't know where you're from, but in America this past weekend. So, Tyrion, going back to this here real quick, and then I'm going to have to move on. Yes, there is definitely something you can prioritize. Just because jellyfish are beautiful and bioluminescent, that's awesome. And just because the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Compassion and psychic vision and feelings, she's a queen, and this is a jellyfish. And it's like panda bears. People mistake panda bears for being just like, they think they're stuffed animals. They're bears. If you've never seen a panda bear get in a fight, it's like your worst nightmare. It's like all the stuffed animals in your room have come to life in a nightmare. They're as ferocious as any other bear. So there's something that whatever it is, that is that you need to, like, quote unquote buck up about and roll up your shirt sleeves and just get her done, you've got to do it. Like, set the emotion aside, set the this aside, be a leader, and get it done. And only you are going to know what that is. I keep hearing work. I keep hearing work. I keep hearing work. And whether it's work or a career or job or whatever you want to call it, entrepreneurship, that's the first place I'm hearing you need to work. So there you have it. Okay. All right. I hope that was helpful. I have a list today. I'm so proud of myself. All right, Marsha Taylor, but Marsha, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me get back to the list of yesterday. Marsha, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure you gave previously. I just don't remember if I did your reading. Hold on, let me look back. You could tell me, Marsha. But, oh, that was Mary Murph. What am I thinking? Marsha. Okay, Marsha, here you are. So, excellent. You're welcome, Tyrion. Okay, so, Marsha, you donated $20. That gives you 10 minutes. Thank you. Hold, please. Let me get to 10 minutes. And your time starts now. Okay, Marsha. So, interestingly, I'm being told to you that the tarot doesn't even really mean anything today. It means, it's your animals. You, not to call you out, and I don't want to embarrass you, but you all know, if you know me, you know I'm a straight up reader, right? I'm not sugarcoating. I'm not sugarcoating because none of my guides, nobody on this other side, my psychic self, nobody ever sends me, dun 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 kind of message. If it's tough to hear, okay, but it's set, it's delivered with compassion and useful information, hopefully, to be able to help you through maybe whatever hell you might be going through. But all that being said, Marsha, I am feeling that there is a tremendous amount of emotional heaviness in your chest. And so I don't know if what I'm hearing, I'm not the blunt reader, little C, big C. You stop that now. Those are the New Yorkers. I'm a Southern girl. We don't get blunt. Okay, so, Marsha, I don't know if this is, you've got a chest-related or a heart-related physical something that you're dealing with, or this is really all emotional or some combination thereof. And I don't feel like it's dark or miserable or horrible. It's just heavy. Kind of a difference. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, Marsha, please tell me that makes sense. Okay. That being said, well, here's the thing, you guys, about being honest. My favorite is when readers, I don't know why they do this, when they censor the messages that they're getting. Because I'm looking at those people thinking, and why are we trusting in the greater wisdom of the other side if we're going to use our human minds to censor that and not pass along those real messages? And let me tell you something, I've seen that backfire on readers and go so badly a bajillion times. I'm not trying to do that. Plus, I don't personally believe in censorship. So all of that said, Marsha, I just feel like there's something big for you. Again, I don't know if it's chest or heart related in your actual chest, or it's emotional, or if it's both. But I'm feeling like tarot is not the issue today. Tarot's not the answer to you today. It's the spirit animals. So this is interesting. A lot of dragon references, lizard references. Yesterday it was the alligator. All of that said, there's, Komodo dragon, right? That's what it is. So Marsha, I feel like you may not be surrounded or have enough people in your life that honor you. And how I'm being shown that is in the countries where Komodo dragons are indigenous, the village people leave, or the people who live in the village, not the village people, they leave, they honor the Komodo dragon as a god of sorts, as a protector. And they leave food and they leave drink out for them on their, on their house steps. And no, I didn't. I don't. No, I don't know what that means. No, I didn't. Oh, around you, supporting you or celebrating you. I think that's what you mean. Okay. So when I see that, I know that the person I'm talking to is going through some heaviness. I don't know. I mean, it's almost like Komodo Dragon doesn't want to give it a label. It's not that you're lonely. It's not that you feel isolated. It's just, there's just an absence. There's just an absence of, but even in Marcia, there's an absence of celebration of Marcia. That's a problem. Marcia says, I'm like, that's a problem. And I look over and Marcia's written no sugarcoating. So that's a problem. Here's why that's a problem. For whatever reason, it's just worked out like that. Nobody's fault. Nobody's poor choices. It's just, it is what it is. But Marcia, so much could turn around for you if even you just go, I'm going to go buy my favorite cake, or I'm going to go buy, I don't keep seeing albums. Marcia, are you a vinyl hound? Are you a vinyl collector? I just keep seeing albums, not music, not tapes, nothing having to do with music except for literal albums. Are you a vinyl person? Like you collect vinyl, or you've got a good collection or whatever? I just keep seeing that. So, I'm not suggesting retail therapy is the way to go. It works for me. But what I am suggesting, and I'm not even suggesting that you treat yourself. What I'm suggesting is that you do whatever you choose to do as a what's wow? Okay, I don't know what you're saying wow to, but I'm not suggesting you go get a little, rush from buying something that you want. I'm suggesting that it's a deliberate intention to celebrate you and do so however you see fit, your spirit sees fit. So Komodo Dragon can really help you with that. I mean, who knows? Maybe you want to leave some treats out for yourself by your front door. But at the end of the day, there is a primordial wisdom that comes along with Komodo Dragon. Sorry, okay, wow, this is the first time I've ever seen that. So dragons have scales. So do Komodo dragons, right? Okay. Well, their skin is, they don't have scales like dragons do, but their skin is, it's that kind of skin. And I just keep being drawn, well, I'm actually being drawn to the scales on a dragon. And I'm just seeing that you literally have that many, like hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands and thousands. Hey, Cindy! Hey, y'all, that's my dear, dear friend, soul sister of many years, Cindy Sager Harrington from right here in Gainesville, Florida. If you ever need a real estate person here in Gainesville, Cindy's the best. She's like one of the top 3 producers here in Gainesville. She knows everything and everybody. Hey, Keith. And she can hook you up. So if you ever come here, she's the one. Cindy Sager Harrington with Boss Art Realty. So you're laughing, but it's true. Okay, so Marcia, I keep seeing the scales on the dragons, right? And what that is signifying to me is you're not one of those people that are multi-layered just because you're mysterious to yourself and you like being an enigma and it's this like whole cultured thing. You truly are a really multi-dimensional individual, like truly. And so sometimes you can get bogged down with that, and so can other people. But the trick is to just kind of open, like if you thought of scales as a window, like you just open all the windows in your house all at one time, if that makes any sense. Because it's time to, like, enough with the heaviness, but only you can move that out of your space. And what I'm hearing is literally the way to do that is by working with Komodo Dragon and celebrating yourself now. Let me pull another card for you. Or just another animal. Y'all, this came out. Okay. Again, I shuffle these cards, but yesterday eel came out inverted, and here it is again. And one of the reasons, like, look at that little face, right? That's like, ha cha cha cha. You just picture that eel with a top hat and a mustache, cha 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 cha. And it makes me laugh every time because it's supposed to light you up. Now, not all eels are electric. It's electric. They're not all that way, but we're going to pretend this one is. And, you know, obviously when this is inverted, then, you know, you got to let your light shine down. But yesterday, and it's meaning the same thing today, literally there's a transformation that you have got to go through that you're not going through. And so what's here, capybara? And what does this look like? Everything we've just been talking about, right? Like, you don't necessarily have people around you or even you that celebrate you, but there's some nurturing that has to go on. And you are all three of these capybaras. You're mama capybara and baby capybaras all at the same time, which, by the way, are some of the most gregarious creatures, except for the YouTube video I saw yesterday, where this ginormous capybara came barreling after this dog. He just wanted to play. But that dog freaked out, and the owner freaked out. Now, capybara went, all they did was go, ugh! And the capybara went scurrying back in the water. But in any event, okay, there we go. So there we have it. And, okay, I really hope that's helpful. Okay, Mimi Blue, I see you're back. And while I appreciate it, I am only doing readings this week, $10 for 5 minutes. $10 for 5 minutes. So if you get in the super chat and you donate, on YouTube, I am very, very happy to give you the same reading, the same 5 minutes I am helping other people with. All right, moving on. We're with Angel Heart. Okay, Angel. She's a reader herself. Yes, she is. Oh, wait. Did you hear that? Angel Heart, that's your spirit animal today. Oh, is that a chicken? Oh, wait. Oh, you haven't started your new business as a reader yet. Ah, there's your spirit animal for today. So you can turn into... See, chicken to rooster. Okay, Angel Heart, your time starts now. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Angel Heart, I'm setting the intention for you. Okay. You guys saw me, Amy.
What did you get?
You saw me shuffle the cards.
Oh my God.
You saw this card fall out of the deck onto my wrist. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, Angel Heart. Listen now. No one's busting your chops. I promise. We're not busting your chops. Me and the spirit animal, we're not busting your chops. But we're like, okay, now these are not just chickens. These are fancy chickens. There's a difference. So, I know Margie's like, what? I know. That's why I tell everybody who's like, I want to be a reader, but I'm so scared and I don't know if I can do this or that. You know, you got to know me by now. I mean, even if you're new here, I'm a pretty laid back kind of person, and I'm just not all for working that hard. So I chose a profession where I just have to show up and be a ventriloquist dummy. I just have to say what they tell me to say, and, you know, that's it. I go on about my merry business. But here's the thing. Angel Heart, you better still be in this chat. Give it up. That's hilarious. Anyway, all you have to do is rely on your spirit guides. I know, right? And there you have it. So here's the thing. I want to say all joking aside, but I can't because it's hilarious. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. But here's the thing, Angel Heart, no joke. So enough with that, because fancy chickens, they sound like Celine Dion, just so you know. Bark, 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 bark. You should see Amy. Oh. She's going, no. Don't do that. Brenda, don't do that. But if you've never heard a chicken sing the theme song from Titanic, you have missed out. You are Oh, I'm moving on. Okay. So, oh no. Yes, no, really, for real. So, I'll be singing that in the office all afternoon. All right, listen up, sister. Fancy chickens know they're fancy. Now, I'm from the country. I've been around a lot of chickens in my life. I was in Future Farmers of America. Hello, Georgie. And I saw a lot of chickens at chicken shows and all that kind of thing. Selkie chickens, fancy chickens, they're not like regular chickens, and they know it. And they strut around like they're fancy, because they are. So all of that being said, you come for the singing, hands down. Shadow, you got to get out more. But all that being said, you got to know you're fancy. And that's it. And fancy can mean a lot of things. Now, if you ever start, getting to reading and you put on one of those big church hats with all the feathers hanging out of it and you got a boa and you're like, you're doing this and you're like, I see for you, blah, 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 and you sling that boa back, please send me video of that. It'll be one of my most treasured objects. If my house ever catches on fire, I will save that video. But that said, it's serious but not serious. You know what I'm saying? It's really trying to tell you a no-joke thing, but in a funny way, because I'm pretty sure you've had a lot of serious lately, like you need one more serious thing in your life. But it's going to set you free. You'll find, when we really start to do this work for others, and there are some people that are amazing psychic medium, tarot flippers, rune readers, pendulum people, spirit animal people, the list goes on and on. Some people that are amazing and they know more want to read for other people than the man in the moon, and I understand that because it can get cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. But mostly, selfishly, I for me, and then also unselfishly, I don't know too many people that this hasn't enriched their lives, like crazy enriched their lives. And by pure virtue of stepping out into this, you have no other choice but to get your sea legs up under you and get your fancy confidence up under you and do your thing. So you're coming to the tail end of the year. Your father passed. I'm sorry. You got other stuff going on, but listen, I got to tell you, I don't know if you celebrate New Year's Eve, but if you've got some bubbly or something else you're drinking, I hope you learn to do the cluck like a chicken drink, or the cluck like a chicken drink. You see where my mind is, Amy. The cluck like a chicken, or sing like a chicken song, whatever song is most meaningful for you. And I'm not kidding. And here's why I'm not kidding. I'm just going to say 1 minute longer with Angel Heart. So y'all give me some latitude. So I did a Spirit Totem Power Animal talk, I don't know, a couple, 2-3 years ago. And there was this gal in class, and she was like Linus, man. There was just a cloud of doom and gloom over her head everywhere she went. And she was setting to irk people, because she's in this, big old class of bright, shiny, love and light kind of people, and she's just droopy dog. And she went, I don't know if I can really be a psychic medium. I just don't think I'm a blah, blah. So anyway, me, she was the first person I called on to about her spirit totem and power animals, because I really wanted to help, and I wasn't doing it to pick on her. I was told to help. So I said to her, I know you're scared and your confidence isn't up under you, but I'm being told by the animal guides that you love animals. It's your safe and comfortable place. And she said, oh, it is. I said, ooh, okay, when we did that meditation, are you willing to share your spirit animal? And she said, yes. I said, okay, what is it? And I'm thinking some, animal, a monkey. Well, girl, the whole class busted out laughing. She's like, what? And we're like, okay, listen, I broke it down for her. I'm like, listen, you've been like Linus this class so far. And I said, monkeys? Have you ever heard of more fun than a barrel of monkeys? She said, well, of course. That's why I love monkeys. They're so fun. We're all looking around each other going, she didn't get the memo from her own life. So I'm like, okay, well, here's how I teach, blah, blah. That shy, not confident, she got up and she turned into a monkey right in front of us. I mean, the whole 9 yards, jumping around. So when I say sing like a chicken, I am playing Angel Heart. I would like video of that too because you heard it here first. All right, I hope that was helpful. I got to move on. Poor Amy. How much longer are you going to work with me, Amy, until you decide I can't hear this forever? Girl, you ain't working for me forever. You're going to have your own stuff. All right, Jacqueline Shepard, please tell me you're still here. Jacqueline Shepard, still be here. Jacqueline Shepard. Thank you, little C, big C. Okay, Jacqueline Shepard. Jacqueline Shepard. You're welcome. Jacqueline Shepard. I'm stepping into your energy. I usually change these cups out, but for the last couple weeks, I've had a tiger sit in front of me. I'm looking at this tiger, and this tiger's looking back at me, and this tiger went, I'm Jacqueline Shepard. Nice to meet you. No joke. So, Jacqueline, I don't know if you've got some kind of special thing about yeah, it's 10 minutes for you and I just started now. I don't know if you've got some special thing about tigers or big cats or whatever, but I know for darn skippy sure that your energy is you ain't scared of nothing. 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 And I love that. Good for you. So it's interesting because I feel like I mush like the monkey. I don't know what I don't know. You much like the monkey. Okay. I don't know what that means exactly. Here's the story. Let me just tell you what Tiger's telling you. Then we can talk about monkeys. So, I just feel like maybe through your life, people have told you you're too much, you're too emotional, you're too brash, you're too opinionated, you're too this, you're too that. None of those things are true. That's their problem, not yours. Their problem, not yours. Not know I am. I don't know what that means. Oh, Harton Dispenser. Today was not the time to bust up in my reading and be a spammer because this is a fundraiser for animals. You're not a good person. And it's interesting that you wrote, shoot me for an accurate reading. Why, thank you. I would like to do that. Okay. Gone. All right. So, bam. Okay. I don't know what you mean, Jacqueline. You're like, yeah. Okay. So, that being said, let me just tell you, strangely, now is the time in your life, whatever this is going on with you, if you ever thought that you were forceful and you were not forceful so much, but that you just have power and energy that you exude, then you've got to do that now through the first of the year and then some. And I just see you like, I literally see you as like a female superhero, almost like Wonder Woman, dun, 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 and you're busting through walls and like, you're just like, you're this female superhero. So are you in a position where you've got to save the day, or you've got to get the bad people, or do you know what you play small, but you're not. I know you're not. Oh, there you go, and want to shake. And that's why they call them spirit animals. Oh, excellent. Okay, Jacqueline. Here's the thing, though. You say you want to change, but I don't think it's about changing. I think it's about, you know how Wonder Woman gets, no, it's Superman that gets in the phone booths. Wonder Woman does this thing where she spins around, and all of a sudden she's like, whoosh, and there she is with her golden lasso of the truth and her hot little outfit, and the body that none of us can live up to. But that you've got, honestly, I just see you like, you spin around and you're like, here I am. It's really, 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 honestly, it will be that easy for you because it's not like you have to build up to it. You already were that person And if you've been playing small, it can only be because it's a survival. That's what it is, a survival instinct. Okay, so Jacqueline, I'm feeling like through your life, you've literally had to survive. Does that make sense? Not like get through things, not like heal from things, not like this, not like that. It is literally you've got to survive. I know that's a fact. So you learned to tuck in, to tuck in, to tuck in. No more. What? Cindy Harrington, thank you so much. Girl, okay, Cindy, I only have 3 more people after Jackie, and I'm going to get to you. Cindy Harrington, thank you so much. You are the best. Although I know it's in your future, Cindy Harrington. By the way, Cindy, I have learned to love Bonefish Grill. Went there the first time the other day. Bonefish Grill sometime next week. Okay, so all of that said, no mas. No mas, Jacqueline. You just got to spin around and you got to shake that off because you've already survived. You've already survived. Now you've got to, I don't even want to say want to thrive. You've just got to bust out. Bust out. So all of that said, so Corey Girdis, I see you asking time and again. I appreciate that you're here for the first time. Welcome. This week's readings. Normally my readings are free, but this week's readings, it's $10 for 5 minutes, and 100% of the proceeds are going to help the animals that are affected badly by the tornadoes that just happened here in our country. So if you'd like to donate $10, I will put you on my list for a 5-minute reading. Okay, so back to you, Jacqueline, which is, okay, so now that you know tiger, right? Serious tiger energy. Let me get another one for you to work with. I don't even know what to say. Well, I do. But I just really feel like we should all take a moment and thank the spirit animal allies, because you cannot make this up. There are 149 cards in my deck. If you're new to me, this is my deck, the Arc Animals. Let me just show you the cover. I'm the creator and publisher of this deck, award-winning history making. It's based on the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot deck, but it works with all the animal magic and all the animal allies and the readings as you've just. And this card is on the surface again. Are you kidding me right now? Amy, look, I just shuffled. No. Yes, this, and then Rooster came out for her, Jacqueline. Okay, listen up. I mean, I'm going to tell you the same thing. Holy cow, Amanda, thank you so very much. That's Angel Heart, y'all. Angel Heart, what are you doing? But who am I to argue? It all goes to animals. But thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, listen, y'all. Here's the thing. Aw, Corey, you're sweet. Thank you. That's really sweet, honey. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want to sound like a broken record, although those that know me are like, you sound like a broken record. But this is why, it's just one of the reasons I do what I do. It's impossible. It's just impossible that when things like this, oh, you're lost, oh, Benny, oh. Jacqueline. So don't you see this, honey? Do you mean a bantam rooster or I don't know, a Banff rooster? Do you mean a bantam rooster? If it's Banff, I'll have to look them up. I thought I knew everything there was to know about. Oh, Amanda, that would be great. But make sure that they got feet on the ground and they're working now to help. But all that, you house trained a rooster? What? How the heck did you? Okay, listen, and here it is for you. Come on now. All right. Who do you think this is? Out of 149 cards, Jacqueline, who do you think has shown up for you today? This is your baby, right? Okay. There's nothing that I could add to this that would ever be as meaningful or beautiful or magical or astonishing as, I don't know you. I've never met. Bobby the rooster. Oh my God. And out of 149 cards, flips the rooster. Your last pet, who clearly you loved. And we're talking about what you can do to accomplish what you want. Well, I've got to be sure that rooster wants you to what? Turn that card around. Because why? Rise and shine, baby. And what have we been talking about for you? You got to rise and shine. Now, I don't know where you're from, Jacqueline. I don't know if you're northern, southern, you're from another country, you could be from off-world. I don't know. But whatever, in the South, when we say rise and shine, we ain't kidding. And we ain't kidding. That's how we tell, when people are like, I'm so depressed, we're like, rise and shine. Pull up your big girl panties, your big boy panties, and rise and shine. And it is, I also, oh, Newfoundland, great googly moogly. Girl, it's so cold there. What are you thinking? But anyway, what I'm telling you is, I'm being told you don't talk to anybody about really how you feel. That you don't, Lordy, that you don't talk to anybody about how you feel. And that's okay if that's your choice. But I don't know that I encourage that. I wonder if there's not like a mom energy around you that you could just have a heart-to-heart with. A mom energy. It doesn't have to be your mom, but a mom energy, not like a female friend, not like a wise woman, a crone, somebody a bit older that will take the time to really listen. And if you want advice and they do offer you advice, then it'll be very wise. But honey, I have to tell you something. I'm so happy for you, and I am, I'm gonna get all choked up. You guys see, this is really why I do what I do. Look at this. I know she's in an hour of need. Not everybody that wants a reading is like in a real place, but she's in a place. I can feel it, and her baby rooster came to her. Just got a mentor. Good for you, baby doll. Okay, there you go. So I hope that's helpful, and I'm gonna move on before I start crying. Elisa, okay, Elisa, I'm up with you. Elisa, I want to make sure you get your time. Elisa, let me know if it was different. But I think you get 5 minutes. I'm not for sure. But let me get you 5 minutes. Okay. Cannot make this stuff up. You just can't. That's my favorite, is when people are like, you don't believe in that stuff, do you? And I'm like, I don't have to believe in it. It believes in me. And then I direct them to a video. And then they come back and they're like, you knew ahead of time. And I'm like, so now you're questioning my ethics? We're done here. And they'll go, no. And yeah, so listen, one of the other reasons I do this is the more of the world that comes to know their own, okay, I guess that animal wanted to be seen by you, Elisa. This whole stack, man, the spirit animals are out for you in force, sister. The more people that step into the energy of their own power, of their own intuition, their own knowing, their own power to make choices we don't need, we don't wish, we don't hope, we don't want, we don't, what's the other one, Amy? We don't need, we don't wish, we don't want, we don't hope, we don't dream. Yeah. We choose. The world will be a much better place because I have judged it to not be the best place it could be. But, and that's my judgment. And that's my problem. And I'll ponder that over, I don't know, some chocolate later or something. But, okay, so Lisa, you've got, oh my God, Margie, you got a polar bear yesterday? What's up with the polar bears, y'all? Okay, Elisa, here we go. And your time starts now. Okay, so the first card... Okay, you got the turkey upside down. So let me fan this out because... Elisa, we're going to have to talk, girl. Are you looking at that? Okay, listen, sister. I'm assuming you're a sister. If you're not, I don't mean to offend you. I just don't know you. Okay, that's a lot of upside down cards, including the one that's facing me, which is an upside down unicorn. So Elisa, before I get deep into this, before I get deep, I know, sister, right? Are you in a deep place right now? Are you in it? Adriana, put those cards back. Elisa, are you in a deep place right now? Because these are no joke. Like, I just want to come give you a mama bear hug. And by the way, there are 6 of them. Little C, big C, I'm not eating sugar. I'm lying. I'm guzzling sugar like no. Okay, so here's the thing. I would really encourage you to look up the number 6 in numerology, because it's the number of the master teacher, the person that's here to spread spiritual blah, blah, blah. My life path number is a number 6. I know a lot about the number 6. And, oh, a major event just happened. Okay, well, listen, Pumpkin, here's the thing. This tells me everything I need to know, and I hope it does for you too. So let me go through these. Okay. Hey, Mary. See you, Mary Murph. Whoa, Mary! Did I get to your reading yesterday, Mary Murph? Dang it, I didn't see her. Mary, please come back Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Please, and let me know you're here. I just didn't see you. Okay. So, let's start with, well, we'll get to that in a second, because when a unicorn is upside down, I know somebody absolutely does not believe in the magic. That you can't live, well, you can do whatever you want, but I just don't see how people get through this life without believing in the magic. Because it's not even really magic, like it's not real. It's real. When magic becomes your reality, because it's a real thing, everything in your life works. It's fantastic. Okay. Okay, there you go. But your hawk, you're not seeing things clearly. Your turkey, you're not saving yourself. The macaque, well, it's interesting you mentioned family, because this tells me your family is all out of whack. And diving beetles tell me you are so far down in your emotions that you just can't even see anything. And then we've got quail, and people are like, are you joking me? Quail's a spirit animal? Why, yes, it is. Because for many, many reasons, it's a bird, and they're all, feathers and, anyway. Anytime you see an animal with a plume on its head, a horn, tusks, whatever, that's like a pipeline, a stronger pipeline, a stronger Ethernet, an antenna to the divine. And you're just not, and if you look at them, they look like little Roman soldiers. They're little Roman soldiers. Okay. And I hear you that I'm watching your stuff, Elisa, and I know that you say you're not playing the victim. I totally get that. Totally get it. However, well, this is an interesting message. Boy, I haven't heard this in a long time. These animals really are there to support you, because you do need a little bit more time to just let the hurt and the pain. And I just feel a tremendous amount of betrayal. Now, I read what you wrote, but that doesn't mean betrayal. Although, if people are ugly to you or they berate you or whatever, certainly that can be termed betrayal. But I mean straight up a bait and switch. Told you one thing and we're lying to you, lying like a big dog. Betrayal. Okay. So all of that being said, let me also say that you to take a little bit more time and just let that pain and that hurt flow through you. But you're also, I keep hearing you're really smart. And so while you have the ability to let things flow emotionally while analyzing them, and that's what you're going to want to do, is you're going to want to analyze. And then when you're ready, because it will be your decision. Now, okay, duh. It's everybody's decision when they want to kind of snap out of it or heal. But when you come out of this and you make the decision to come out, you're going to come out with a plan, because you're a planner, because you're just so smart. Now, here's the one thing that does trouble me about this reading. It's never good when a unicorn is upside down. That we just can't have that. We can't. Absolutely, we cannot. So, so all of that being said, okay, I totally get that. But unicorns and the magic, they're just real. As real as you guys have been watching these readings all day. And what just happened? For Jacqueline, where she's at, 149 cards in my deck. I don't know Jacqueline. I've never talked to her before. I don't know anything about her. And poof. Oh my God. Holy cow. I just shuffled these cards. I just shuffled these cards for Elisa. And the rooster is still out. And what was her last pet that she's missing? What's the one animal that can guide her? The rooster. And it shows up for her. Dirt. Okay. So I've got to move on, Elisa. I really hope that was helpful. But I am begging you, please start working with unicorn energy. And the rest of these critters will turn themselves around naturally. And don't ever forget, absolutely do not forget to work with unicorn energy. All right, baby doll, I hope that's helpful. Okay. Elisa, are you listening to anything that's going on? Yes, of course. It didn't die. It didn't die. It just went to sleep for a little while. There's no such thing as death. Nothing dies. Nothing's gone forever. We just have to decide to reactivate it. We just have to decide to reactivate it. Let me just say one more thing for a bunch of y'all. This is no joke. So I'm a big fan of the Great British Baking Show. Huge fan. And Prue, the lady that's on there, just did this awesome, she's like 83 years old or something, and she just did this awesome interview because she got married again after she was married like 1,050 years. Then she got married to this fella, I don't know, 8 years ago, and she was very open. So she would have been like 70 something. She was really open about how he and his energy, and it made her sex drive come alive again. And I was like, wow, there's light at the end of the tunnel for my aging behind. I was like, rock on, Prue! And so if Prue can get her groove back, you can get your groove back. I'm just telling you, you got to work with unicorn. All right, moving on. Lacey Tucker, Cindy Harrington, stand in there with me, okay? Stay in there with me. All right, Lacey Tucker, I believe. I didn't see your donation come across. It's probably in PayPal. I'm trusting you because the animal allies will come get you. A swarm of black flies will come to your home. I'm joking. All right, I got you, baby doll. All right, here we go. On my mark, get set, bake. Lacey Tucker. Ooh, you make me laugh. Lacey Tucker, your energy is making me laugh. Do you have a, hold on, you guys. Amy.
Yeah?
What did I just say about there's hope for Bernadette?
Oh. Oh my God! Shut up.
I can't tell y'all, but that's funny. Okay, so, yes, both of those. You just call Unicorn, tell them to come to you all the time. All right, I got to go back to Lacey. All right, Lacey, your energy makes me want to laugh. I just feel like you have got an amazing sense of humor. And here it is verified. Girl, Ace of Wands with the squirrel. Imagination, bright future. Okay, so here's the thing. Squirrels, you know, okay, when they're eating through everything in a garden or any place else, because they will slap eat through everything. Other than that, they're about the most adorable things ever. It's like watching Chippendale, you know, the chipmunks. Where's your board? Who's your friend? Me. Don't get Christmas carols as Chippendale. Do not get me started. But here we go. So, okay, let me get started. Hold on. Here we go. Timer. Oh, we still got. All right, great. So the thing I want to tell you, as whatever it is you want to know, I just don't know. Oh, actually, okay, so let me just say this. So squirrels are always busy doing something. But you don't have to work so hard to achieve. I feel like I just want to come right out of my third eye, almost like a horn, and be like, that's my aim. I don't know if it's just this one thing. I don't know if it's just this one thing that that you've got a goal set out, or you are just like that. You are crazy goal oriented, like quadruple type A personality like I am. But it's shut up, little C, big C. Nobody asked you. You're not joking. It's not a special person. It's an ironic person. Let me just say that. It's irony. Let me just say that. So all that being said, and I don't blush. Scorpios don't blush. It was the reflection of the light off of my burgundy colored shirt. Back to you, Lacey. Whatever this goal is, whether you are just like crazy super goal oriented or you've got a very specific goal in mind, chillax. You do not have to like dig this hole and dig this hole and dig this hole and dig this hole. You don't have, it's okay. Take a deep breath because the Ace of Wands is in your favor. Now what's interesting is I literally, because these are the ABCs of me, I am seeing this squirrel standing in on one of my bird baths out there with an actual orchestral baton in this squirrel's hands, orchestrating. So I don't know, do you have a special connection to music in some way? Lacey Tucker, not like you like music or, but I mean like a really special connection to music. That is craziness. I've only ever seen that once before, and it was literally for a band director. This guy did stuff on Broadway, and he was always working with the orchestras on Broadway and the New York Philharmonic and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know what this special, you've got to have some kind of special connection to music. But all of that being said, I think you just don't hear this enough, but it's important that you know this. All joking aside, Lacey, you really are a bright, fun light in people. You just really are a bright, big light in people's lives. I don't know why you need to be told that today. And I'm hearing to use the word told, not even reminded. I don't know if people just don't tell you that ever or what. I don't know. But you've got to know that. And people really appreciate it. Even if you don't think they do, they really do appreciate it. And whatever this is that you're doing, this goal that you've got, every time metaphorically, every time you dig a hole and bury your acorns or your whatever that's going to get you through winter, right? Here in Florida, our squirrels bury margaritas and pina coladas, but whatever's going to get you through that time, everything's going to turn to gold. It's like you're planting seeds of literal gold. No joke. I don't know what this is. And that's possible, Lacey. Maybe your light is too much for them. I don't know. But you cannot stop being the way you are. It's just who you are. And if you try to stop, that absolutely no good will come of that. Not for you or anybody surrounding you, which means all of your energetic field will be wah, 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 wah. Don't do it. So, okay. So all of that said, I hope that's helpful. Gotta move on. Okay, little C, big C, little C, big C. I'm not talking to you, little C, big C. You're trying to call me out on my blushing. I'm teasing. You know I love you. I got you. Okay, so little C, big C, and then Cindy Harrington, you're next. Okay, little C, big C. I know we joke a lot, but when I do readings, I take them super seriously. The reflection thing's happening again. Okay. Seven of Swords, the devil's in the detail. All right. So little C, big C, I really feel like you don't. What I'm seeing in my mind is a contract, and I don't know that this is a literal contract so much as it's a metaphorical contract, meaning when there comes to like a lot of details or a lot of verbiage, you're just like, I can't hang, and you turn away from it, If it's too many words, if it's too big of a concept, if it's too, I don't even know. But all of that said, you can't do that now. And if you are not willing to tear apart a contract or a situation and really take a look at all of its components, what they really are, what they really mean, that's not going to go well. That is not going to go well. So if you're not willing to do it, you got to hire somebody to do it. Now, I'm not sure what this means exactly, except for I really do keep seeing lots of words on papers, which of course leads me to contracts or agreements. And it could be anything, but I'm not, well, interestingly, you're welcome to look up what weasel means for you. They are really literally, they are just really misunderstood creatures, like completely misunderstood creatures. And let me, hold on a second. I'm being told to show you this, so give me just a second. I want to pull up, for those of you that don't know me, I am the creator and publisher of two of the internet's largest metaphysical portals, and combined they make the largest metaphysical portals. Portal buildingbeautifulsouls.com and whatismyspiritanimal.com. I also have witchcraftandwitches.com and wildpackwisdom.com, which has my forums. And then for those of you that walk the pagan, Wiccan, witchy poo, Druid route, there are private forums also on that site, because I can't stand shadow banning and censorship, and that community had enough of that and asked me to help them, and so I did. So there's a private safe place to go. I just want to show you guys this card from Building Beautiful Souls, with the Seven of Swords, because there's something I want you to see that's really it's really important for this. If I could type right now. Dang, y'all. I could. All right, looky here. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. So here we go. The Seven of Swords, right? All right. So the devil's in the details. And you see this old boy sneaking away, and he's like thieving in the night. You don't want anybody thieving from you, whatever that's going to mean. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, you're overlooking the details. I really, you know what, let me just put this link in there. I'm not so much drawn to the weasel as I am the card for you, little c, big C. And the reason is, sometimes we can just be so focused on whatever something is, which is kind of a big picture way of looking at it. We don't rip apart the details. So for instance, one of my favorite things that that women do, well, men do it too, but, and this is what I mean. They're miserable in a relationship, just miserable. And yet nothing's working. Nobody's working to heal it, make it better, whatever. And maybe their partner is just a schmuck for many, many reasons. But they don't leave them, and they don't leave them, and they don't leave them, and they don't leave them. And you ask them, well, why is that? Well, I don't know. But if they do this, I'm leaving. And I'm like, okay, so when this person gambled all your money away and lied to you, when this person cheated on you and lied to you, when this person hit you, and I mean, there are a laundry list of things that are lines in the sand for a lot of people. But they'll go through the first 15 of them and then go, but if they do this one, they've missed the details of what's already happened. The devil was in those details. Do you get it? So that's what I'm being shown for you, little c, big C, is you've got details that you are just looking away from. that's not going to be helpful to you. It will all catch up with you at some point. And why would you go through that? Why would you go through that? But the other thing is, so I'm also hearing, I keep seeing 2, 2, 2. And when I see that, I know that I'm looking at a double-sided thing, meaning, okay, that part of that is negative. But I watch people every day. Well, they're like, ooh, well, this came to me, or I did this practice reading, or this, and that. That'll go on for 2 or 3 years. And then they're like, I just don't know if I can be a reader yet. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, what is it you said? I'm like, how have you not seen every detail that's led up to this? At what point will the details not be important enough to you that you, because you're so focused on, I'm not ready yet, I don't know if I'm ready yet. That's what you see as the big picture. You're not seeing all of the other components, if that makes sense. Okay, so that said, I will tell you our time is up, and I hope that's helpful. I got to move on. Cindy Harrington, you are next. Cindy Harrington, I really hope you're still here. Okay, so also there was somebody. Okay, hold on. Okay, y'all saw that. That card flew slap out of that deck. Hold on, y'all. I'm sliding right off my chair. And if Mama Bear bites the dust, that's not going to be pretty for anybody. Okay, Amy will have to pick me up, and she don't get paid enough for that. So, Cindy Harrington. Cindy Harrington. All right, let me start your timer. You get 10 minutes, and then I'll buy you a drink to spot you the other $5. Cindy, are you still here? Let me know. Cindy Harrington, are you still here? And then there was somebody in the chat earlier that said they had donated. Did I see it? Which leads me to conclude they didn't get a reading. Let me scroll back up in the chat and let me see. I want everybody to get their reading for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. And you guys, thank you so much. You're being so generous for the animals. Today's a little slower than the first couple of days. So thank you for helping me keep any kind of momentum going. For those of you that are new, Sandra Embleton. Let me just take a look. Harrington, are you still here? Cynthia Harrington. Come on now. Natasha B. It does, right? Tyrion, you're like, that's fresh. That is a fresh name. Natasha B. She sounds like one of those really popular pop stars from the 80s. Natasha B. It's like CNC Music Factory. That's who it's like. Okay, hold please. Let me get into my super chat. Supersonic. Bow, 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 bow. Super shamanic. Blink, 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 blink. Sandra. Sandra, are you still here? Sandra, are you still here? Sandra. Oh, Lisa Snyder. I got to get to you too today. Oh, Carolyn Foster. Holy cow. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So then I got to get to Lisa Snyder and Carolyn, Eve, Jackie, Marsha, Helen. Oh my God, Helen. Thank you so much. Helen, thank you so much. Let me know, Adriana. I don't remember either, Adriana. Does anybody remember if I got to Adriana yesterday? Well, you would know if you got a reading, Adriana. I'm guessing. Because unless you had to leave early, but I didn't read anybody that said they didn't. Does anybody remember about Adriana? But I'll put you on the... Helen, let me know if you're still here or the one who donated is still here, because I know who donated, and I'll make sure you get what you want, or I can get to you privately. Just let me know. So all of that said, okay, Cindy Harrington, here we go. So the card that flew out, Cindy, are you here? Cindy Harrington. Amy, text her back and ask her if she's on the chat. Okay. I'm gonna move on to Lisa. Well, I can't move on to Lisa Snyder. She gets 10 minutes too. Hold on. Let me see y'all. Sorry, hold on. Earlier yesterday. It'll be in the recording, Adriana. I just don't remember. Oh, Hop's got a treat. She was hungry because it's past lunchtime. She was hungry.
Yes, she's there, but she's commenting, but you can't see it.
Okay, great. All right,
there.
Cindy Harrington, this is the card that flew out of the deck for you. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, right? Okay, it's some Jimmy Buffett right up in here. Some straight up Florida sunshine, y'all. And what? The World card. So here's the thing. Beautiful beginnings, sacred contracts, infinite possibilities. Now, you all don't know Cindy, but I do. I've been very fortunate to have her be my soul sister for many, many, many years. You never saw a more positive thinking, can-do, power of... She's just a light that's so bright in this world. She is the macaw. So what's interesting to me is that it's just so interesting to me that this card would come up for you. Now, Cindy goes and does what she wants. She is, I mean, I've told her a million times. I've told her 1,000 million times that if she ever wanted to be a motivational speaker, she would be a go-zillionaire. So it's interesting to me that this card comes up for you, Cindy, because you are such an inspiration to everybody about creating the life that you want. What she wants is what she creates. That's it. End of story. Not to sell you out or anything, Cindy, but it's just so cool. She was like, I think I want to travel around a little RV camper. So she bought an RV. And she travels around through the country, going spaces and places and having the best time. And she's always up for trying new foods, new drinks, meeting new people. I just can't say enough about her. She's just, I'm going to be her one day when I grow up. Well, not really, because she's never grown up, and growing up as a trap. But here's the thing. So, Cindy, unbeknownst to Bernadette, there's something going on in your life that you need to be told. You need to be reminded that, oh my God, Cindy, and it's a rainbow bird. Cynthia Harrington. Is the R word on your horizon? Is there potentially a blooming romance? Cindy Harrington, text me and tell me if there is a potential blooming romance. But even if it doesn't mean with another human, are you fixing to get another critter? Are you going to get another, I don't know, something that you're going to be in a really awesome relationship with, and it's going to be, I don't even know. I can't even imagine what amazing stuff is going to be happening for you.
She said no romance.
Okay, well, I don't know what the other stuff, thank you for answering. I don't know what the other stuff is that's coming for you, or why you need today to hear from Macaw in particular that something, I don't know what this is, but something is about to bust wide open for you. And again, you've created so much beauty in your own life and so much beauty in other people's lives. It's really hard to imagine what could be more diamond sparkly than that, but it's no joke. So there's that. Okay, and so, Cindy, if you've got any questions about that, text Amy, because I can't see you in the chat. I don't know what's happening, but I can't see you in the chat, so text Amy. Oh my God, Cindy! The giraffe, the Eight of Pentacles, and this is about building something amazing. It's about building wealth of some kind. It could be money, it could be your happiness, it could be your health, it could be, I don't know what this is. I mean, you say there's no romance, but maybe this is a future thing. Maybe you're about to turn the corner and go, whap, and bap right into it because, okay, now we're talking about the World card and we're talking about giraffe and the Eight of Pentacles. Whatever this is, if you build it, they will come. No joke. But I keep hearing you're already building it. So it's already set in motion. It's already set in motion. I don't know why I'm not being shown what it is. That's really unusual. Like I said, Cindy, this might be more, no, you know. You haven't set it in motion yet. You've been planning. Case in point, I'm having a beautiful shed built on the side of my house so that I can store all the stuff I keep buying. All the stuff I keep buying. But more than that is having the extra storage has already allowed me to plan for something else that is going to beautify my backyard even more. And it really is starting to turn into a literal sanctuary, a place that people would go to a B&B, or they would go to like a really private resort kind of thing to have access to something like this. Because I'm from Gainesville and there's nothing else to do here. So that said, I spend a lot of time in my backyard. So that being said, one of those things I haven't implemented yet, but I'm already in the planning stages. So I think you've got it in your head. You just may not have moved forward with it. And I don't know why you're iffy about it. You're never iffy about anything, ever. But whatever this is, I'm telling you, this isn't Bernadette giving you advice. This is straight up your spirit totem and power animals and the tarot. Straight up. Okay, so I'm going to pull another. So that's really interesting. I think I saw the jaguar behind there somewhere. It started poking out. I won't waste your time. But something about a tiger. Listen, is all of this lead up you're going to get another cat? Because if all of this lead up is to a cat, the only thing I can tell you about that is I thought I just adopted a cat, but when I adopted Barney, one of my most recent adoptions, the ginger cat, I'm telling you, this cat is my familiar. This cat is my soulmate. This cat is all the other ginger cats I've ever had all rolled up into one. But here's the thing. We're back with this, right? It's the tiger. It's whatever this is. You just have to make literally the sovereign decision to make this happen and carry it through and be the leader of it. I don't know if you have any idea what I'm talking about. I don't know if you have any idea what I'm talking about. And again, this might just be, maybe it is a romance thing. And like tomorrow or next week or in the next couple of weeks, you just might have to get the gumption to ask somebody out or to, say, I don't know. But whatever this is, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know. But I want to know, because the feeling of it is, you've pulled off some miraculous, amazing things in your life, things that other people wouldn't even dare to try. I can't even fathom. I can't even fathom what this is. So good for you. Good on you. So excellent. All right. I hope that's helpful. All right. Lisa Snyder. I hope that's helpful. Lisa Snyder. I'm moving on to you. Lisa Snyder. Look at this, y'all. My cards are all cattywampus again. It's craziness. Lisa Snyder, are you still here? And Jessica Fletcher, what is varc.tech? I hope you're not hawking a website on my feed. That'll get you banned. Amy, look up on your phone what V as in Victor ARK.tech is, please. Okay, Lisa Snyder, here we go for you. Okay, this just whammo bammo, the Chariot card. See, this is another.
It's spam.
Spam, thank you. Bye, Jessica. Jerk. Jessica Fletcher. Idiot. Okay. Okay. So spiritual. Jerk. Idiot. Of course you did, Lisa. Of course you did. Lisa and I have had this long relationship, years of this now, where every time cards are pulled, we've pulled the exact same cards. It's this absolutely bizarro thing. Well, here's the thing. It's just weird. It's so weird. And we can't figure out why. Years of trying to figure it out. We just can't figure out why yet. It'll come to us eventually. Lisa Snyder, are you going to fly to LA to the convention and come see me and come hang out at the convention, the expo? I hope so. Hey, for those of you that are just joining me and you haven't heard about it yet, I'm very honored. I'm very thrilled. I am appearing at the Conscious Life Expo in LA in February. It is the largest Mind, Body, Spirit Expo convention anywhere in the world. They're expecting at least 10,000 people to show out to this thing. I'm giving 2 lectures and teaching a workshop. Very, very honored. I've got my booth out there. I'll be introducing new products for those of you that don't know. Oh, also, you know what? Here's you can, if you're going to the Monroe Institute, you can do that. But hold on, Lisa. Give me just a little bit of latitude. I want to show you guys something. And yes, I am taking a second in the middle of all of this to hawk my Etsy store. Why? Because I tell people all the time, my career is not reading tarot or being a psychic or spirit totem power animals. My career in life is philanthropy for animals. And so anything that you buy in my store, I donate all year long to animal charities that are eradicating cruelty to animals. And if you guys haven't seen the mugs, the magnets, the altar cards, that kind of thing, for the convention, I've got all kinds of cool stuff. Hold on, I'll share my screen with you guys. All kinds of new products and whatnot that we're coming out with. So like the altar cards, they've got a prayer on the back of them. The mugs, they're bad to the bone, you guys. These mugs are, well, it's like the tiger mug that I just showed you. It's got the tiger in the front, and then it's got the meaning of it on the back. So check them out. Go see it. I'll plop the Etsy link right here, and you guys can check it out. If you order now, I can get it to you in time for Christmas because Amy is a shipping machine. But yeah, people just cannot get it. What?
I'm done, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all, I told you would get your stuff before Christmas, and you know why? Because of Amy Pittman. Everybody give a round of applause to Amy Pittman! Yay! Okay, so back to all right, so back to Lisa. So here's the thing, Lisa. Okay. I don't know what you were trying to get confirmation on when you were working with your arc and you pulled this for yourself this morning. But here's your sign. And I know that you know to take things seriously. Like, you know, the animals don't show up just 'cause. And I know that you know that. But the thing about it is and also I keep being drawn to the 2 horses, the 2 horses, the 2 horses. Are you thinking about adding a second, like, so for those of you that don't know Lisa, she does this amazing healing form. It's an amazing form of sound healing. I've never seen it before. I've seen people like channel light language, or they've channeled this or they've channeled that. But she connects with ancients, and in this familiar but not recognizable indigenous dialect, like a number of, Amy, you have a lot of, everybody's clapping for you.
Oh, yay!
She says, yay! Well, you probably heard her, and so, I don't know, there's something, like, that's her thing, and it's amazing what she channels, and it's amazing the healing that comes from it. But, Lisa, are you looking to add another, on Friday you go live on the Wild Pack Wisdom Forum. Okay, cool. That's neat. How'd you I'd like to know how you set that up on my own forums. That's fantastic. Okay, and so I think if you don't have it in your mind now, there's a secondary vein of readings or healings or whatever that you're bringing in or are going to bring in that is like the streams are equal. Each is equally as strong as the other. And so you're a Virgo, and you can analyze things till they vaporize, because Virgo. But it is you know, the charioteer in you know, so my deck is based on the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot. But in that deck, the charioteer does not have, the reins are not connected. His hands are on the side of the chariot. He's not directing the horses with reins. He's doing it with his mind. So, thank you, Melissa CTS. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. And so, normally I would say get out of your head, but you shouldn't at this moment. Whatever you are figuring out, you've got to spend time using your mind. You've got to spend time figuring it out. Move quickly, but spend time. Okay, so let me move on to the next card. You guys, thank you so much for your donations, and I am going to have to cap it at Melissa CTS. So Melissa CTS will be the last reading of this day. If you'd like to donate, I'm back on tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, 1 to 3. I'm doing this all week. I'm raising money. 100% of these proceeds go to benefit whatever charity I can figure out, or charities I figure out that are rescuing and helping the animals that are in need from the horrible tornadoes that ravaged the states here. So there you go. So thank you. Every bit of it goes towards the animals. Okay. Oh, got it. Okay, I'm with you. All right, so Lisa, I'm going to pull another card for you because I feel like... Okay, Lisa, I'm going to shoot straight with you. Have you been questioning if this really is for you, this path really is for you? Maybe in terms of two things. Because this card just came out yesterday, and it's here again today. Not for you, but someone different. Are you questioning if this really is a viable way to be, maybe not necessarily to be happy, although a little bit, but also, is it the finance? Are you questioning, is the finance going to work out? Okay, Raquel, I'm looking now. I'm going to look at my PayPal account real quick while I'm doing this. Because I have to tell you, not only is it, but it is in spades. And I am really hearing that is where that additional, I mean, you could call it a stream of income, an additional stream of income, but more what I'm getting is that it is an additional part of your business, but that the money is way there. Like, not just kind of there, way there. Way there. So, okay, I got it, Raquel. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just feel like... Ooh. And Sharon Eckert, I got something from you as well. Holy cow. Sharon Eckert, are you here today? Did I already do your reading? I don't remember. Sharon Eckert, you're here today. Yikes. Okay. Man, I gotta get better about checking the PayPal. Sorry, y'all. I understand what you're referring to. Okay, great. Thank you. As long as you understand, that's totally cool. You don't have to sell yourself out. So, all of that being said, I don't think that you've given any specificity to this. Like, you haven't said, well, I'm choosing to have $3 million in the bank by the end of 2022. You haven't said the specifics, but you should. Because whatever specifics you set, it's going to exceed that. I don't know what this is going on, but it could be huge if you'll give it its due respect. Now, you're very respectful of everything and everybody, so that is a really weird message to me. But it's almost like you've got to have a reverence for and honor it for as large as it is. I mean, I was just telling Amy this yesterday, and I'm sorry, guys. I know... okay, there you go. Okay, 3 million is a number you use. Excellent. Okay. Don't say use, say 3 million is a number that I align with. We're working together to XYZ. I know you guys will hear the whoosh in the back. I'm sorry, we're packing to get everything out. I promised everybody everything before Christmas, and Amy has come in way before the deadline. Okay. So all of that being said, whatever this is going to exceed what you are working with. And if 3 million is what you're working with, it's going to exceed that. If this, I was just telling Amy this yesterday, a lot of people just assume because I work at home and, I'm usually in casual kind of clothes and I push up with the makeup and, at least get my hair did most times before I get on camera. And so they just assume I'm some little old lady here in Gainesville. And Emily Anderson, you're blocked also. You also suck like the other person that was on here before. And so they just assume I'm just this lady running this fun business. It's part-time, it's a hobby. It's a business. It's a business. And I just feel like there might be, when you look at it, as much as you love doing it as straight up business, how do I scale it? How do I do this? How do I do that? That's the using of the mind. And it's going to be big. I hope that's helpful, baby doll. Excellent. Okay, good for you. Okay, so, Carolyn, are you still here? Carolyn. Okay, Carolyn, are you here? Carolyn. All right. Carolyn, are you here? Carolyn. Okay, so for those of you that have just jumped on and you're asking, normally my readings are free, but this week I am all readings. It's $10 for 5 minutes. I don't have any more room in my queue today. If you want to donate and come back tomorrow, or just come back tomorrow, Friday or Saturday, and donate, it's $10 for 5 minutes, and 100% of the proceeds go to benefit the animals that have been badly affected by the tornadoes that just went through America. And so, bonjour, Dawn. Bonjour. And so, Carolyn, are you still here? Carolyn Foster. Excellent. Wonderful. Okay, Carolyn, remind me how much you donated. I totally have forgotten. And then let me jump back into PayPal. Sharon Eckert, Adriana. Adriana, are you still here? I gotta wrap this up. Who is the person I was going to wrap it up with? Melissa. Okay, I'll wrap it up. I don't know if Sharon's still here. Melissa CTS. I have to wrap it up today at Melissa CTS, you guys. Teapot's got to go, and Teapot, if you need to go sooner, that's fine. But I have got to go. So Carolyn, Eve, Helen, Adriana, if she's still here, Sharon Eckert, and Melissa CTS. Okay. Okay. Carolyn Foster is still here. Here we go. Carolyn, can you put in the chat how much you donated? Adriana, you're still here. Excellent. This is interesting. That's sweet. Dawn, you donated too. You always donate. You never let me read for you. So you let me know the day you want me to read for you. Carolyn, that's sweet. I want to give you your 10 minutes. I wonder if you're going to be on tomorrow. Maybe I could do 5 minutes today and 5 minutes tomorrow. But here's the interesting thing. Just today, diving beetles came out. Yesterday, diving beetles came out. And what's nuts is... Hold on, Carolyn. I'm just going to set the timer for 10 minutes. Who is blowing up my phone? Okay. Amy, do you mind getting me a very healthy...
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? With a lot of ice, thank you.
Yep.
I'm fixing to get my health drink, y'all. I have gotten all kind of healthy. Okay. Y'all, so... Carolyn Foster, I don't know what this is about you and beetles, but in particular, the scarab, in particular, this beetle, which is like legendary in the Egyptian culture. Just let me tell you what it means. So the 10 of Wands, right? That the traditional tarot card meaning of that is ambition is a good servant but a bad master. And what that is do you want to work harder or do you want to work smart? And I would use myself as an example because I am a straight up workaholic. Now, I love what I do. But I also have to be honest with myself. And I would encourage people that are so scope locked on on being successful at something. Why are you so scope locked on it that everything else ceases to be important? Now, is it you need the do you need the rush? Do you need the self-actualization? Do you need the I did this? Like, I don't know. But when this card is inverted, what I know is somebody is not stepping into their full potential. They are not achieving and they're not even moving toward things that will be super helpful for them in terms of what you want to create in your life. Better health, more wealth, better relationships, whatever this is. And you're either stuck or you're too laid back. And I kind of feel like, Adriana, really? You don't mind if yours is done tomorrow? I would be very grateful. So grateful. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Eve, you're here. Okay, great. So let me finish with Carolyn. So, and Eve, I'll for sure get to you. I just feel like, oh, Shadow Maven, I didn't get to you either. Okay, let me create this on this list. Yeah, for anybody that's willing to do tomorrow, I appreciate you so much. So much. So much. Okay, Shadow Maven. I love that word. Or that name. Okay, so I don't know. Adriana, you're sweet. You're stuck. Okay, that makes good sense. So the thing about it is you know, what I'm picking up from your energy when I'm talking to, Zariah, thank you very much. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. I don't know where you donated. I don't see it in the super chat. So let me know where you donated, okay? Just let me know where you donated. Thanks, Amy. Oh my God, the elixir of the gods. Interesting because you already know, Carolyn, you already understand not working hard but working smart. Like, you get that. Melissa CTS, really? Oh, that's sweet. That is so sweet. That is really kind of you. I feel like there is a block with figuring this out, like these next steps in your life, which I don't get. Oh, I do get. You don't even, like, you have a sense of this. You have a sense of what you want to accomplish, but it's not in your, like, you don't know exactly what it is. Dawn. 10% of those quarters go to support the spirit animals. Okay, I'm looking, Zariah. I just don't see it in PayPal yet. I'm sure it'll show up in a sec. But even still, I cannot get to you today, Zariah. I've got to cap it, probably at Sharon Eckhart. And some people have been very, very gracious about can wait till tomorrow. I tell you what, Teapot. For those of you that can wait till tomorrow that have already donated, will you please just get it again? Or Teapot, go back up in the chat. Tell me the people that are willing to wait for tomorrow. I'm trying to stay. I've been reading solid for almost 2 hours, you guys, and I want to keep my focus so I give everybody the same quality of reading. But for you, Carolyn, I just really feel like you have a sense that you want to do something big. I don't know that you know what it is yet. So really, that's what... Okay, thank you, Teapot. Of course you do. Why did I even ask you that? Of course you do. So, thank you, Tyrion. See ya. Whatever this is... It's like the timing thing. It's like if the timing of it hadn't worked out, if meaning you're going to have to wait a little bit more. You feel stuck, but you're not stuck. You're just not stuck. And so you're not stuck. You're in a holding pattern, even if it doesn't feel that way, because the timing of your epiphany is not here yet. Here's why. There's some kind of skill set, some kind of knowledge, some kind of person you're going to meet that's going to be instrumental, or their time is going to be more freed up at the right time to help you whatever. Amy, what were we just talking about timing? What were we just talking about this morning? I was like, well, now you see why that got put off.
Divine timing.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I don't know what it is. It's like, don't sweat it. Stop sending the energy into the universe that you're stuck. You're not. It's a Don, are you in a cheerleader outfit with pom-poms? Because if you are, I would like video of that, please. But here's the thing. Let it be. Literally let it be. Because whatever this is, some things are just so beautiful that you don't even have words, and you don't want to use words, and you don't want to comment. You just want to observe it and let it all soak in. And that's what I'm feeling, is a real quiet reverence for whatever this is coming for you. And so I don't know. I don't know. It's Johnson. Are you talking about this? Arcanimal Tarot and Oracle deck? Okay. I'm sure there's a reason you want to know that. I would love to know why you want to know that. So all of that said, I hope that was helpful. And then I'm going to pull another one for you, because I feel like it's going to give even... You cannot make this up. No, you cannot. It's the Four of Swords. And what is the Four of Swords? Okay, y'all have got to see this card. Of course, it's echoing exactly what Scarab was telling her. Are you kidding me right now? Ah! Okay, hold on. Let me get the Four of Swords. Hilarious. Okay, the Four of Swords is the meditation card. It's the rest, right? Hold on. I'll show it to you. But don't let Georgie out. Oh my gosh. Oh, and you know what? That's the second sword card to come out for you right now, Carolyn. I think the suit of swords is trying to tell you something, but looky here, y'all. Okay. Hold, please. Okay. So here it is. Are you kidding me right now? So the Four of Swords. Okay. And here you see this little boy laying on this, laying there. And the Four Swords. What are you doing? Why is she growling? Oh, hey. Oh, my God. Hey, Cindy. Holy what? Cindy, call her. Sorry, y'all. We have a kerfuffle. Oh, I don't know about a small book. Sorry. You know Cindy. You love Auntie Cindy. Sorry, we're having a kerfuffle. Harrington just showed up. Hey, I'm still on the live, heifer. Okay, so all that being said, this is your time of recuperation, of respite. Yes, the swords are pointed, but there's no danger of those swords falling. It's to give extra oomph to the crown chakra, to the heart chakra, to the sacral chakra, right? So, and then right under here, you're being supported by a sword down your whole, down your whole chakra line. And the vagal nerve, quite frankly. Don't get me started talking about the vagal nerve. We'll be here all day. But that's what I'm saying is, I don't know what you're in waiting about, but it's going to be fantastic. So please stop saying you're stuck. Please stop feeling stuck, because you're actually not stuck. Crazily enough, it's about divine timing. Man, I hope that's helpful. So hope that was helpful. Okay. All right. Now, I've totally forgotten. Eve, are you here? Eve, I think you're here. You said you're here. All right, Eve, I'm getting to you now. Eve, I know. Ah, great. Okay, wait. So Eve, I've got you on my list. Is that all right? Eve? Let me wrap up with your reading. Helen's not here. I think Adriana said she could do tomorrow or Friday or Saturday. Sharon, I didn't see her. Melissa, thank you so much, Shadow Maven. The other person who donated, I've forgotten your name already. Hey y'all, I'm still on the live. Please stop that. Okay, Zariah Parks, I still don't see your donation. I'm sure it will be here, but I've got to stop after Eve. So Eve, let me get your reading, and then I will have to thank you all so much for everything, and then I got to dip. So here we go. Eve, I'm stepping out of the crazy energy that has just swirled into my office. Okay, Eve, is there... This is crazy. This is crazy. Eve, do you have a thing for chocolate? All I can see in front of me is a big box of chocolates. So unless Forrest Gump is your favorite movie, why am I seeing chocolates in your sphere? Not I like chocolates, not I eat chocolate, but something really significant with chocolate. Now, it could actually be huge. Oh, I'm so glad that was helpful, Carolyn. It could be chocolates, because I'm seeing a box of chocolates, but it also could be a person of color or people of color. And, okay, I need to know that I'm in your right energy. Eve, let me know what the chocolate story is with you. Yeah, that's right, Lillian. That is exactly right. Okay, Eve. Eve. Okay, great. I need to know what your zebra is come out for you, along with cougar. Wow. And also the dove. This couldn't be more specific. Honestly, could not be more specific. Eve, do you have... Okay. Eve, do you have a thing for chocolate? Do you have a thing for chocolates? Any kind of chocolate. Chocolate candies, chocolate ice cream, chocolate cake, chocolate. All I can see is chocolate. Do you have a thing? Please answer me. I've got to know I'm in your right energy. Although I know I am because the zebra just came up. Okay. Eve, maybe you can't... Oh, Eve, I'm reading for you? You're welcome. Okay, now Eve. Okay, honey, please. Janet. Girl, we all need peppermint patties. That's why I don't buy them. I'll eat a whole bag at once. Kind of like I did those chocolate-covered almonds yesterday. Okay, Eve, I need to know if you've got a thing for chocolate, please. I've got to know. Spirit is not letting me go on. There's something about the word chocolate, whether it's chocolate cake, chocolate ice cream, chocolate candies, or people of color. I've got to know what your affinity for chocolate... Thank you. Okay, Eve, I need to clarify this. Not just that you like chocolate, not just that you eat chocolate, but like you would crawl through a burning desert on your hands and knees to get the last chocolate left on earth. That's a thing for chocolate. Is it like that? Thank you. Chocolate snob. That says it all. Right there. Okay, when someone says chocolate snob to me, I'm like, that's a person who's eaten some chocolate in their day, because you don't get to be a snob unless you had a lot of chocolate in your day. All right, hold on here. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to come back to cougar in a minute, because honestly... Oh, why do I get readings like this? No. We're going to talk about what this means for you, but let's talk about zebra for a minute. I don't know what you do for a living or what you do in life. Like, I don't know, but I'm being told to tell you that you really honor the world You really honor the world at how balanced you are when it comes to people. You're always willing to hear two sides of a story. You're always willing to see both sides. And that makes you, I mean, I also keep seeing the scales of justice. So I don't know if you're in some kind of medical or legal profession, or you might even be in medicine, but be in some kind of legal side of it. Like if you do billing or like, I don't even know. But the story is, you've got to be reminded of this today, that people absolutely, yes, I do. Okay. So people respect you and they seek out your wisdom because of this. And you're being told thank you from the animal allies, which is really unusual. And I don't know why you need to hear that today, but thank you. It's thank you because you're going to be doing more and more and more and more nurturing. This is from the Moms and Babies pack in my deck. And you're going to be doing more nurturing of quote unquote young ones. And yeah, Eve, I don't know what you're answering yes to or not. The last thing I'm seeing is it's my coffee, lunch, dinner. I assume you're talking about chocolate, but I've got to move on. I can't wait in the chat for all these to show up. But that being said, I hope you know you're honored and people really respect you. And I keep hearing that. Please let her know she's respected. Please let her know she's respected. Please let her know she's respected. So there's that. Now, that being said, you are such a peacemaker. And again, I keep seeing the scales of justice. I don't know if you work in the, again, I'm going to say, I don't know if you work in the legal profession. I don't know if you want to work in the legal profession or in medicine in a legal capacity. But there it is. It's like craziness. You're just going to be doing so much more of that. And if you are like questioning, should you move more into that space? Run, don't walk. Or I should say in this case, fly, don't run or walk, fly right to that, right? So all of that said, now I'm going to get to this card, which has absolutely nothing to do with the other two. I don't know how old you are, Eve. And I don't know what country you're from, but, or even if you're from this planet, but when I hope you know, in the U.S., and it's been adopted in other countries, when people say she's a cougar, they're talking about older women who go after younger guys. I don't know what that means for you in terms of age, but I am picking up something that has to do with what you want in a relationship. It's getting hot up in her. I don't know that you are always forthcoming with what your real wishes, wants, and desires are in the confines of a relationship, mind, body, and spirit, with an emphasis on body. Let me just break it down. I don't know that you're honest with people about your intimacy requirements, or what will make you happiest or most comfortable, or, tell me you know where I'm going with this. This is YouTube. I don't want to get banned off of YouTube. Okay, that's it. You got to do that. You have got to do that. You've got to do that. It's like this. There's this one area of your life that is just not, it's not a thing, and it should be a thing. So all of that said, I believe, Eve, that you, oh, cool. You're starting a Bach flower practice. Good for you. Okay. So I hope that's helpful. I do have to go. And I just thank you for everything you do in this world. Eve, you and everybody, you guys have been so generous to the animals and so kind to me, supporting me and helping me through. Because adding this to my already crazy week, it was no joke. But you know what? I would do anything for the animals, and often about getting myself in a big harm's way doing it. But they protect me, and so I'm cool. So thank you guys very much. For those of you, man, I hope your readings were helpful. For those of you that are so kind to wait till tomorrow or the next day or whenever, thank you. I'll be back live tomorrow, 1 to 3, tomorrow Thursday, on Friday, and on Saturday. And just keep it coming for the animals. I can't do the math in my head. I can't even do it on my fingers, but I'm betting we're at about $600 or more raised for the animals by now, maybe even 700, and I just appreciate it so much. Janet, cool. I don't remember if I read for you yesterday or not. I'd have to go back and look through the video. You'll tell me. And so I thank you all so much. I love you. And what is the most important thing? To do good for animals, including yourself, and stay wild. See you tomorrow.